Hi, everybody. Tracing Roots, Telling Tales Tuesdays, episode 57, Genealogy with Donna. This is an episode on the record that was there all along. You've got overlooked clues. It was there. We just didn't see it. We had it all. We all had that. I'm sorry. We've all had that moment. You go back to a record that you've already seen, and suddenly you notice, oh, wait, it was a different surname. There's a clue that's handwritten in the margin, or a relationship that you had missed. The record didn't change, you did. Why familiar records become invisible? Once we think we know a record, we really stop reading it. We see it, but we don't read it. We skim it, we assume, we move on. But the real talk is that familiarity can make us blind to new information. Looking beyond the main name, most people focus only on the person they're researching, but the gold is often in witnesses, neighbors, informants, adjacent names on the page. Now, here's an example. A death certificate is not filled out by the person that died. Why? Because they're dead. So, who does that? In the case of a man and woman, it might be the spouse that does it. A married couple, it might be a sister or sister-in-law, brother, brother-in-law. It could be the pastor. It could be a neighbor. It could be a best friend. Now, in all those situations, it's not going to be somebody that necessarily knew the parents, that knew all of the relatives, that knew all of the information that needed to be known. Sometimes your answer is sitting right next to the ancestor. The person on the draft card, here's a perfect example. In the draft card, when they filled it out, World War I, World War II, they put down who can get me in the case of an emergency. Maybe it was the landlady. Maybe it was the sister or the brother or, again, the best friend. New skills reveal old clues. Now, this is a good one because as you grow in your research skills, you will understand records differently. You will recognize patterns, and you will notice the inconsistencies. That same record that you saw a year ago can look completely different today because you can, with your experience, understand more of what it's telling you or ferret out more information than just what's written. Revisiting is not repeating, it's refining. Go back and start over? No. But going back is refining your understanding, is correcting your assumptions, and is strengthening your tree. Real talk is the record you overlooked may be the one that changes everything. Records that I ignore might be somebody who's filled out the tree based on my information, and I can tell that if their tree is just the same information that I have on mine and nothing new. If theirs has something new, I'm going to take that new information and I'm going to investigate it and find out if, in fact, it's the correct information. I don't ever take anything for granted, that's for sure. So before you search for something new, revisit the old. You might already have the answer with just your experience. Anyway, take care, have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye-bye.